Hello beautiful people, again I'm coming up with another technique which I created. It's called knock knock, who's there? And this technique was created, one day I just went to Osho temple. I was very sad and I was just roaming around there. And I sat down and I looked at myself and said, Anu, what's happening with you? Why are you so sad? But yesterday you were happy and day before you were writing and something is going around over here. It suddenly dawned on me that all of us go through these different emotions, don't we? All of us, when we're going through different emotions, we feel different. We feel like a different personality, don't we? I'm sure you've experienced that, because I realized that Anu has so many various personalities, and that personality basically means it's clouded by an emotion. So I realized, because at the age of 6 I was touched, I probably came up with a personality which was very sad, the sad technique, the sad personality with which I was roaming around in Osho temple on that day. I must have not felt good about myself on that day, right? And then my coping mechanism for that was to bring up a very strong Anu. You know what that strong Anu is all about? She doesn't feel emotion, she just goes out and does her thing. And she's very good at doing what she does. She can get into manic, she looks beautiful, people will admire her and say, wow, look at this girl, she can do the world. And I really feel strong on that day. But is that really me? Is that what defines me? Is that how I am always? Not really. What I really realized after being strong, it's really tiring being strong, isn't it? You can't be strong all the time. I could create very well. After I really become that strong woman, the next personality that will take over is a philosopher. Oh, the philosopher is just amazing. She can create, she can write, she can paint, she can talk brilliantly, she's got a gab, she's amazing, she's just a breeze. And then there's angry Anu. The angry Anu is really angry. The angry Anu probably comes once a year, but she's so angry. When she's angry, she tells people, stay away from me. I don't want you to see anywhere near me, or you're going to be really repentant today. She's like a drunk woman who can say anything. Now, what I'm trying to say here is analyze between yourself. This is not split personality. This is just the emotions taking over and how we pent up our emotions and how we release our emotions and how we deal with it. Interestingly, when I went further and I looked at the emotions and anger, I realized that, you know what? Even our emotions have duality. Even our emotions aren't the same. Let's check out a word, anger. Did you know that anger is not anger? Did you know anger is actually grief connected with anger? How many of you knew that? Well, now you know, right? So anger will only come up when you're sad. You can either suppress your sadness and be sad, or you'll flip on the other side and become really angry. So anger is unexpressed grief, which will then become anger. If you go into the dictionary and actually break down the word anger, the GER of the anger is actually grief. Isn't that amazing? Now, when we realize that we have duality, we have various personalities, so does emotion have various variations, like the different hues that a color has. Similarly, I realized that we could convert one form into another. So knock knock is nothing but dealing with who are you frustrated with, and when you're frustrated, how do you deal with that frustration? How do you deal with that anger? We often make other people our frustration pillows. Ever thought why? Why is it that I'm making my dad maybe a frustration pillow? Am I shouting at my mom and making her a frustration pillow? Or maybe some people beat up their kids and make them a frustration pillow. So it deals with how to deal with the story and not making anyone a frustration pillow. And very important, we realize that all of us have three reasons that we are here. One is our personality, which we are born with, which is the divine image, which is the soul purpose that you're born with. The other part of you is to deal with what is your conditioned image that you got because somebody called you chota hai, ye bada hai, ye mota hai, ye strong hai, ye responsible hai. You're carrying that story, and because you're carrying that story, you don't want to become anything else. So it's a beautiful technique wherein we'll transform your emotions and these feelings into something very graceful. So a person during this actually goes into a mild trance without any hypnosis. We give the, it's a proper literature wherein the person will then convert his emotions into something more meaningful, something that's more divine. And believe me, it's short and it's nice, it's easy, it doesn't need too much of talking, and you can sort your problem like this in a knock, in just a split second. Yeah. So if you want to learn this technique, do connect with me, Anu Mehta, on my blog anumehta.co.in. You could also write to me an email saying anu.metamedicine@gmail.com. You could also connect to me by a phone, that's 99308 98116. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.